Let's give this a go though. We're gonna watch the illegal Final Fantasy billboard. I heard this is a good drama. To my knowledge, it was about a party, was it an ERP party or something? And then they bought like a real life billboard. So let's just give it a go.
In July of 2022, customers of an Exxon gas station in Missouri City, Texas, looked to the skies and were greeted not with a bird or a plane, but a
But that looks
billboard.
photoshopped.
This metallic middle finger darkened
This
the
is
skies
photoshopped.
above, an affront to God and man, announcing to the world, Rain Nightclub presents Summer Bash.
Yo, Costa del Sol. Rain Nightclub presents Summer Bash. DJ, is that DJ Yams? Dude, DJ Yams is so good, man. I watch his stream pretty much daily, actually. King DJ Potato, Final Fantasy Online, and then they actually put a Discord link as well. Dude, I bet they had so many random people joining their Discord. Square Enix Go Rights Reserved. Okay, at least they did that. And then, I don't know what that one says down in the bottom left. I did go out to check the place out as well. Wait, you actually went there, Otto? Was it glorious? Did you get any like IRL pics of it? That's so good.
This is the story of the illegal
Ooh.
Final Fantasy
Hello.
XIV billboards. And the
Illegal.
reason why online games are forced to say online interactions are not rated by the ESRB. Final Fantasy XIV.
We
is
do
the
not take
58th
responsibility
Final
for
Fantasy
this.
game and a critically acclaimed MMORPG. With an expanded
No
free
way.
trial, which you can play through the entirety of A Realm Reborn.
Whoa.
And the award-winning Heavensward expansion up to level 60 for free with no restrictions on playtime. It's no wonder that it has the massive fan base that it has today. Myself
Original
included.
content.
Now, although it's mostly your standard MMO fare of completing quests, tackling raids, and
Booba.
pretending to enjoy PvP, many players also like to engage in the act of role-playing or RPing. Originating
Yeah.
from games such as Dungeons & Dragons, gamers have long enjoyed flexing their acting chops as they step into the role of someone without acne. Except the developers of Final Fantasy fucked up by making every character hot. This is meant...
That is so true. Why did they make every character hot? Wait, I'm trying to think of a non-hot character I've met so far. Nope. They're all hot. Tataru. Okay, yeah, Tataru. Okay. We pet Tataru. She's doing a great job behind the desk. That's a good point.
Final Fantasy XIV's RP fans are just as likely to act
I meant
out
like
brandishing
NPCs.
their sword and shield while they charge headfirst into danger, as they are to act out brandishing their cock and balls while they charge headfirst into danger. Like rolling a boulder with an erection down a hill, these players often clump together and form coalitions known as free companies. FF14's
guilds.
version of guilds or clans.
Got
And
it.
today's story revolves around one such
I really like
FC,
his voice.
Rain Nightclub. Rain is a
Rain
group
Nightclub.
who regularly hosts in-game events at their nightclub, a venue they purchased and designed using FF14's player-owned housing feature. I was going to say here that what
look
sets
good.
Rain apart is that they engage in adult roleplay services, but
Uh-oh.
yeah, that doesn't really set you apart in this game. They even have their own website.
Can we just confirm while I'm reading this? This is for an in-game nightclub, right?
Chad from
Yes.
Cool One.
Okay, all right, just checking. Let's go to companionship. 400k per hour.
This is for a casual RPGF/BF in-club.
Did he mean
with
cold
lifestyle
ones?
included.
Can you convert that by like on a gold selling website to give me a rough price?
For 10 mil gil, it's $6.
So you tell me I get.
Oh, that's
400
so
in-game-
cheap. 10 mil is $6. And you guys were saying the DJs and stuff, they do it for gil, like a million gil or something. So they're basically doing it for free because you can't even convert it. And like they don't get booked for real money. I found that crazy when you told me that they don't get booked for real money, the DJs. I thought like I guess they're just doing it for fun, right? And then they get the stream, like they get people go to their stream and give some subs and stuff like that. So I guess it makes sense. Like they do get something out of it financially wise for the fun. You do it as well, DJ Doll? All right, well I might have to get you to play us a little set one time, you know?
Game hooker.
I'd like to give it a crack one day.
For
One
30
day.
cents an hour or something.
I've always wanted to
30
do
cents an hour.
DJing.
This is the one I'm excited for. The Final Fantasy for your darker side.
Oh my god!
What the fuck is that, bro? That looks like a prison cell. Why is there a cat?
Yo, does
like
that-
a
that
viewing
closes
cat
that
on the side
door?
of The prison cage.
Imagine paying 30 cents of in-game money just to get cucked. Here's the drinks. Rain shower. Stand under one of the club showers.
Yo,
and-
Grim.
That is
Oh,
wow.
Patreon, guys.
Taste the best liquor Rain nightclub has to offer through our favorite companion's lips. As
Wait, so that sex dungeon, that was in the basement of the club? Do you have to pay an entry fee to this thing? So, okay, yeah, I'd like to, we need to get into the actual drama of it. Because right now, it seems like, I wouldn't say innocent, but like, it's just people RPing doing their thing.
they kiss you and pass the liquor to you, you get to experience the ultimate sense of euphoria.
So that was, you're literally just getting backwashed.
Deep dark
Okay, the next tab
fantasies.
they go on to non-alcoholic. Okay, so if you want to get technical, everything on this list is non-alcoholic.
Triple cream
It's
coffee,
in-game.
5K.
Could you imagine the guy who orders
Uncle gives
the
me those
rain
for free.
shower and he's just drinking lemonade off his partner?
Yeah, I want to save a bit of money on the moist.
Moist?
Man. Can I get some fucking lemonade poured onto her? No spirits for me, man. That's not haram.
Yeah, could I get my triple cream coffee snowballed into my mouth?
The fuck?
On July 5th, Final Fantasy XIV's 6.18 patch was scheduled to come out, and with it came a major change. The ability to visit other data centers. This allowed players to visit practically
So this was
any
like
other
right when
server,
it was a new feature to
vastly
go
opening
over.
up the number of players you could quest with, raid with, and of course, pretend to with. To celebrate the
yes.
imminent wave of potential STI partners, Rain decided to throw an in-game beach party, complete with giveaways, DJs, and a billboard that could get them all banned. Possibly forgetting which reality this event took place in,
I don't
Rain
get why it
mentions
could get them
2
banned.
real-life billboards in Texas, with another 2 planned
there's
for
2.
California. That was until the community discovered it. Okay, before we get into the various ways this could get them in legal trouble, guys, what is this graphic design? Now, selling a Final Fantasy XIV roleplay beach party.
Oh,
to
'cause they put the
citizens of
logo.
Missouri City, Texas, was already going to be a bit of a hard sell because it didn't involve truck nuts or sleeping with your cousin. But randomly placing the critical
Concern.
information around, like boogers flicked onto the side of an excited pig, I mean, it wasn't exactly helping their cause. The 3 Twitch DJs take center stage, and while I'm sure they're all great DJs, I
DJ
don't
Yams,
think
my
DJ
king.
Potato's quite a household name yet. Meanwhile, crucial information such as the date, time, and location of the event
And the
are all
Discord
forced
link.
into uncomfortable spaces at gunpoint. Of course, bad graphic design isn't against the law. Otherwise, every boomer would be spending 30 to life in Guantanamo Bay for minions-related charges. But gratuitously
course it was
breaking a
Bauman, by
game's
the way.
terms of service, at the very least, sets you up for a legal shitstorm. Here's just a few of the ways that this billboard broke FF14's material usage license.
You are not to use any materials in conjunction with unapproved Square Enix assets.
Oh,
Both of the billboards
yeah, the logo,
characters
right.
are posed in ways that would require
and then I guess down here it says Square Enix, right? Let's see what that says. Final Fantasy is. I need
the
to
use
see it
of
that clearer.
third-party mods. Graphical mods, such as ones that pose characters, give them new outfits, or show off their pink bits, are a bit of a grey area. Because these mods only affect the visuals of the person who
mods.
installs them, and because they only give you an unfair advantage at jacking off and not an unfair advantage at gameplay, Square Enix treats them with a don't ask, don't tell mentality. Splashing them front and center on a real-life billboard is telling about as much as humanly possible.
I
And the
see.
modding community feared that Square Enix might begin to crack down on the mods they previously turned a blind eye to. Although Square might begrudgingly allow graphical mods, they are staunchly against data mined assets. Data mining is the process of trawling through the code of upcoming patches.
So wait, going back to the billboard quick. So what mods can you see in this picture? Is it because the swimsuit hadn't been released? Oh, right. Yeah, because like any onlooker usually probably wouldn't understand. I could see if she had like the boob slider that goes up to like 5,000%, then I could be like, ah, yeah, yep. Oh, the poses as well. Yeah, so the untrained eye wouldn't really realize. Oh yeah, because they're also doing that as well. But like anyone who's played the game would be like, illegal activities.
Center on a real-life billboard is telling about as much as humanly possible. And the modding community feared that Square Enix might begin to crack down on the mods they previously turned a blind eye to. Although Square might begrudgingly allow
Eris.
graphical mods, they are staunchly against data mined assets. Data mining is the process of trawling through the code of upcoming patches to find gear, voice lines, story spoilers, and other content that won't be released until the patch is out. Game director Yoshi.
So is data mining also illegal in this game? Because in WoW, people literally, it's like their job to data mine. It's crazy. And like Blizzard have absolutely no problem with it. But the community always catches wind of like what's being data mined, and in my opinion, it kind of ruins it for people. Sometimes they post like with a spoiler and they're like, oh, look at this thing coming in the next patch. But sometimes it's straight up like, here's something I data mined on Twitter, and you're like, oh, great. Thanks for that one. So by the time the actual patch comes out, everyone already knows everything. So there's no like joy and excitement and wonder to go and explore, because everything's already been done and like tested, like because we have a PTR as well, public test realm. I don't know if you guys have that on Final Fantasy and stuff for testing patches, but people literally play the patch like it's their main game, right? So they'll play the patch, they'll find out everything, and then the patch will actually ship on live servers, and then the new patch PTR will come out. So then they don't even play the live version of the patch they've been testing all the time. They just move straight on to the next patch kind of thing. I mean, hey, each to their own and stuff, right? But like, surely that just like ruins all the wonder and excitement from the game. There's literally, you know everything. You know what's going to drop. You know all the models. You know all the voice lines, all the new stuff coming like ahead of time. So you're just like, it's just like trying to live in the future, I guess, and capitalize on hype waves and stuff like that, right? And there's no PTR. Oh, only internal. I think that's better, to be honest. Obviously, there's kind of a meme, which is, you know, obviously somewhat true with Blizzard. We're just testing their game for free. Like, we're doing their QA and their testing and stuff for free on the PTR. They don't have anyone really internally testing it. If players didn't go and test it, the game, like every patch, would ship in a absolute terrible state. Like usually they ship in a bad state anyway, because not enough people play on the PTR. That's with all the bug reports and feedback and stuff they get anyway. So if they didn't even have that, yeah, like it would be absolutely fucking doomed. People have been telling me in the YouTube comments as well, like about the devs testing the raiding counters and whatnot, right? Which is cool. I mean, we supposedly have that in WoW. I don't think I believe it, to be honest. Like, either their internal raid testing team are much worse than players, or they just don't do it anymore. I believe they used to. Definitely, like, they used to up until maybe around, like, Legion. I reckon then they stopped. Because Activision Blizzard have just got so greedy, they cut people's jobs wherever they can. They cut all of the, you know, work they need to do wherever they can and put it into the players' hands. If the players just boycotted and were like, yeah, we're not going to test your game, like, they wouldn't have a game. It just wouldn't straight up wouldn't work.
Has been very adamant about the leaking of data mined assets, saying there may be legal ramifications for mining private data via illicit means with the intent to make it public. And I've made this request before, and I make it again. Please refrain from disseminating mined data. So, dressing up the female Viera in a data mined outfit that was yet to release was...
Right. Yo, we saw this one in the Transmog contest.
You are not to use any materials for any other purpose that is illegal or is likely to bring the Square Enix name or the materials into dispute.
That'll be the logo.
Wayne was adamant that the event itself was a safe for work, family-friendly party that took place in a public area
with a sex dungeon.
The billboard prominently displays a link to their Discord server that, while locked behind an R18 confirmation, features a number of not safe for work channels. Like the lewd character names, Square treats not safe for work roleplay content with the same don't ask, don't tell me.
In the case of roleplaying involving mildly sexual expressions such as erotic roleplaying, with consenting group of 2 or more players, it is conducted in a private area and will not be considered violation unless a report is made. Yeah, it was safe for work at the door, and then when you went any further than that and you saw people sucking each other off in the corner, then it became not family friendly so much. Keep it private, like in IRL.
As long as it occurs in private chat between 2 consenting players.
I think that's fine.
This is a bit of a stretch. Some players were afraid that the billboard, complete with official Final Fantasy XIV logo and legal information, could negatively affect how the game is seen from a ratings perspective. As my friend Doplex explored in his video on GTA 5's hot coffee controversy, Even the faintest whiff of sexual content in your game can leave it stamped with the dreaded adults-only rating, which heavily restricts its
officially
availability.
as well.
Players were once again afraid that such scrutiny
Official
might fall
rating.
square to tighten up its otherwise relaxed approach to how players interact in private.
You are not to use the materials for any sales or commercial use.
Given the splash this made in the community, people were quick to scrutinize the event. Initial estimates of the billboard were in the tens of thousands of dollars, and games assumed this money had to come from somewhere nefarious. The event itself was free, so instead it was believed
not necessarily.
that they misappropriated funds from a previous charity event.
There could just be like one oiler who really likes the club and they're like, yeah, fuck it, dude, I'll just buy some billboards, it'll be hilarious. Like, a lot of people have that money to essentially burn, right? It's definitely within the realms of possibility for sure. But yeah, potentially they could have like raised it together doing some RMT stuff in the whole like rain nightclub or whatever. But like 10k is a lot. And considering they were saying like, what was it, 10 million gil was $6. How do you RMT $10,000? Like, that's an obscene amount of in-game money. Yeah, I guess a lot of people have like tech jobs in this kind of gaming sphere. So ultimate clears. Do they sell for a lot? Yeah, because we have like mythic raid carries and stuff, and they're, you know, technically illegal, but they definitely happen, and people pay a ridiculous amount for that. Yeah, they used to sell mythic clears to people, and it would be like 1k, like 1k real money for a mythic clear. It was nuts. Yeah, like the ultimate thing seems a bit healthier. It's just like an extra thing to do for like a cool glam and, you know, sense of achievement and stuff. Which I guess you could say mythic rating is too.
Proof of their donations from said charity event, and confirmed that the cost of the billboards was $160 for 2 billboards over 2 days, which they paid using a daily rate.
Finally, you were only to use the materials for personal use on your or third-party blogs, homepages, and or social networking services.
Oh, and wait, what's this? Ah.
Antex and billboards.
So the billboard was of dubious legality, but according to legal expert DJ Potate, legally a team went over.
Hey guys, I'm just a DJ that was on the billboard. I apologize if anyone felt a way about it, but the owner of the club thought it would be a cool way to show a different aspect of the game. Currently, my tweet has been deleted. I want everyone here to know that legally a team went over the poster, and I don't know how many of you in here are lawyers, but according to the people I talked about to who paid and checked everything, it was in fact 100% legal. If anyone would like to DM me for legal information, I can link the Square Enix TOS terms of service that shows what we are doing is okay, and as well as screenshots from the billboard of the copyright disclaimer. I will not be responding to any more comments. I don't know how many of you guys are lawyers here, but I am. By the way, I'm just a DJ.
It's a legal expert, DJ Potate. Legally, a team went over the poster. The Final Fantasy XIV community, also known as closeted furries.
That's like classic deflection. I don't know, like, I'm not... To cover myself not being a lawyer, I'll call everyone out on how they're not lawyers. Then I'll look legitimate.
Unsure how to respond to the billboard. On one hand, people found it a hilarious reflection
This
of
is
some
absolutely
of the more
hilarious.
eccentric aspects of the game's community.
ERP's a
Laughing
lawyer.
at the idea that somebody wasted IRL guild to confuse some Texans for a couple days. Others,
I mean, it is
primarily
funny.
those who
I'll give you
engaged in
that.
the same sort of roleplay that Rain was promoting were worried.
There's a possibility that Square Enix could crack down on both the RP and ERP venues. Everyone has an opinion on this, but I'll focus specifically on the RP venues. They're harmless and a ton of fun for those attending, and those hosting put a lot of effort into it, as they enjoy it and are passionate about it. To have this cracked down on because one group's idiocy would really suck for them. But no, literally no one is claiming that every venue should be harassed, ERP or not.
About the ramifications that such a high-profile blunder could have on the game and how they moderate player interactions.
It's definitely
Following the
high
backlash
profile.
from the community, Rain took down the billboard.
Update for everyone: we are sorry that those of you who are genuinely interested in the event have to see this trolling. The event will still be hosted, but we're leaving some channels disabled for to filter out all the negativity. Those of you from the community who have reached out to us with positive concerns and reinforcement, we are grateful. Respect to everyone else in the community, there are currently no more active billboards now. Our intention was not not worry the other communities, but to spread an RP event to further audiences that might be interested in joining. Like, I'm sure it was like a very innocent idea, right? They were just like, we're hosting a big party. We've posted about it online as much as we can. Cool. But hey, might be cool to do it IRL. No one's ever done that before. And then they were probably just like, we could be the first to do this cool thing that sounds cool in our head and not really think about the ramifications, you know? And that was probably as far as it went in their mind. And they were like, fuck it, dude, send it. They weren't just like, oh yeah, they weren't thinking about like, okay, legal this, legal that. What about this? How about does this affect other communities? Would this leave a thing on the game? Like, that was probably where it started and ended in their head. And they were just like, fuck it, send it, bro. Yeah, exactly. In a Discord call, just like, wouldn't it be funny? No one's ever done this. We could do this.
After only 2 days. We kinda listened to the actual FF14 players, and we don't want to stress anyone else in the community out about them staying up and forcing Square Enix's hand on the matter.
Yeah, I bet you had a shit ton of, because they left a literal Discord link on the billboard, right? I bet you had a lot of, there's a lot of like, let's say normies who don't play FF, but they do use Discord, who would have been like, all right, I'm joining that Discord and I'm going to go give them a piece of my mind. Like, I bet they had so many people just going in and like shit talking. Like, I can see how that was an absolute massive headache. And then you got people that don't really understand the game, but they're just like offended by the billboard, or they're like, lol, I've heard about the game, fucking furries and shit like this, right? And then there was obviously like the memers, which probably would have made some funny content for sure.
In fairness,
Yo,
while Square Enix would have a case here, the likelihood of a full-on legal dispute was unlikely. Had
Why
the
fart's
billboards
so
not been
funny,
taken
man?
down prematurely, Square Enix would have most likely sent a cease and desist to the company that owns the billboards. But legal troubles were quickly becoming the least of Rain's problems. Trolls began flocking to their Discord.
Yeah, they'd have got taken out
A
anyway.
number of them impersonated staff and did a suspiciously good job of acting out the...
Okay, everyone, since you don't listen when I'm nice, I'm going to get mean. Reacting to messages with clown and skull or a nerd face isn't funny. It's not cool. It's not interesting. It's annoying. These 3 emojis in particular aren't funny. They're rude. We as staff work hard to keep this place safe, and to have you all constantly react to our messages with mean emojis make me furious. Stop reacting to our messages with rude emojis. They do nothing but make you look really, really stupid. It shows you have no rebuttals to our arguments, so you have to use juvenile tactics paramount to terrorism in order to stop us from being able to speak our truth. From now on, if you react with any mean emojis, I am writing your name down. If you're a real serial reactor, your username is going in a Google document. At the end of the month, I'll take this document to the appropriate authorities for them to investigate and arrest you. This is your only warning. Tread carefully. 32 clown emojis, 25 skull emojis, 25 nerd faces. Mr. Midori, thank you for the follow. I'm not a serial reactor. I guess so, yeah. I'm reacting to their clown reactions right here. How many people arrested? At least about 70, about 85. Yeah.
Role of an enraged Discord mod.
Okay, everyone, since you don't listen when I'm nice,
Oh, he's reading it anyway.
mean. Reacting to messages with a clown, a skull, or a nerd face isn't funny.
The red name
Yeah.
and water drop confirms they were new users and not mods or staff. But that didn't stop these screenshots circulating on Twitter and YouTube. Apparent
Randy.
evidence of the meltdown occurring behind the scenes. It seems they weren't far from
It
the
is
truth
funny as
either,
fuck.
as many of their staff found out about the billboard at the same time the community did. Annoyed at the lack
Oh.
of consultation, a number of them quit.
They
as well.
didn't even get the chance to be like, yo, guys, not a good idea, by the way. They're just like, there's like 2 people at the top like, yeah, sounds like a good idea to me. What do you think? Hey, I came up with it. All right, let's fucking go. And then everyone else is like, finding out via Reddit.
Result. Rain was also accused of doing this whole stunt to get the attention of Asmongold after it came
Oh
out
my
that
God.
it submitted a post about
Good
it
idea,
to the
though.
subreddit.
Definitely would
But I
get
mean,
his attention.
Who would do something like that? Still, with no
Did Asmongold react to this video? He must have, right?
explicit
He did.
discouragement from Square Enix, Rain decided to press on with the event regardless, and the community geared up for what would no doubt be an
Oh, he
absolute
interviewed them?
mess
Nice.
of an event. The event was an absolute mess, but to everyone's
Oh, I bet
surprise,
so many
that
people
only
came.
made it better.
I
In a
mean,
brilliant example,
to be fair, it
of
worked. They got a lot of
publicity
people
is
to
bad
come, right?
publicity. The party was so popular that the server it took place on had wait times of several hours. and
Wow,
so many players that it
94
struggled
minutes.
To render anyone more than 10 feet away from you. Characters of all shapes and sizes.
Yo, it looks like
danced,
popping, though.
showed off their rear mounts and dressed up in their Sunday best, creating
Sunday best, baby. I mean, hey, it was at a beach. You know?
quite the spectacle.
This is like our glam
Although the
contest.
billboard specifically advertised their private in-game house as the location,
Yeah, I bet
later
it was
announcements
Conville.
clarified it would only be taking place on the public beach outside.
Will there be a not safe for work at the event? Why did you put your Discord link if you have not safe for work content on your server? No, the event's being held at a very public beach. Square Enix has made it abundantly clear that there is to be no not safe for work activities in public spaces. This was always going to be a safe for work beach bash. NSFW content is locked behind an age-gated role where you have to agree to... Wow. Guys, have you ever been on an 18 plus site when you were underage and it says, "Are you 18?" And you say, "Yes." And then it's like, "All right, enjoy the content. Are you 18? Yes or no?" And then underneath it's like, "If you select no, you won't be able to use the website." So you're like, I wonder what happens if I just press yes. Bing! Here's all the content. Never have I ever. I would never do that. I can't believe you guys would think I would do that. I am just making a hypothetical example here. How do I know this? Oh, I'm just like, I got to that page and then I was like, oh, that's true. I am only 16, so I will press no like a good boy. And then I went about my day. I went clubbing in Final Fantasy instead. NSFW content is not the main focus of our Discord venue or audience. However, we did not take into account how adding the link could be viewed. For that, we do apologize and will act with more awareness in the link's connotations going forward. Yeah, cover your eyes, chat. NSFW content. You think someone would just lie on the internet? Good heavens. Nobody's capable of that.
This didn't stop players attempting to enter the house anyway, and when it became apparent nobody was being let in, a group of enterprising
Oh my
players
God,
recreated
there's
Harrow
bouncers.
Hotel's infamous "pools closed" meme on their front door. They were apparently suspended. All in all, despite
Racist
the
4chan
harm that
meme?
could
Right,
have been
right.
done, the community embraced the event and turned it into something positive.
Yeah.
Nobody was banned as a direct result of the billboard. The game's terms of service remain as relaxed
I mean,
as
it's
always,
infamous, right?
and
But
Rain has accepted their reputation as the billboard-free company, cracking jokes about it in events they've run ever since.
yeah, I think it's a good...
Hey, how you doing?
It's a little bit infamous, but it's kind of like a funny meme and story and anecdote to have like around your brand. If like, I bet it only made their nightclub bigger overall, right?
You know, hey. Yeah, no sponsor, don't worry. But I would absolutely love if you checked out my podcast.
Beef
It's
Boys.
a weekly comedy podcast I do with 3 of the funniest people I know. We get really good guests on. We put way too much effort into it. And I would absolutely love if you clicked up there or down there, wherever the fuck it is, and give it a look, because I love it and I hope you will too. Okay, cool. Thank you. Sorry to interrupt. You know, I know you're busy. You know, I know you're working really hard right now.
I am working right now. I am working very hard. Thank you very much. Many kudos. I am, whew. I haven't had a chance to sit down all day. God, enough of this guy. I'm going to put the link in chat. Like it, click share, click copy. It counts. It counts.